So he's looking out for his constituency, I guess. Question is he looking out for the country? NBC News journalist Andrea Mitchell also weighed in.
I think out.
Thing, not out. Nobody but Kool-Aid drinkers are buying what you're saying now. And that's a precedent problem. If the left had joined with the right and demand criminal illegal aliens, those who have been deported and come back, and those who commit crimes while here illegally, if they had demanded, those people be punished harsh. But liberal America and President Obama did not demand that. So now, being rewarded. And that's the truth. So next, fact and tip of the day on Thanksgiving. Thank God I have a tip for you. Moments away.
To pursue your passion, sometimes you have to stray from the path. Mitsubishi designs cars for people who follow their heart instead of the crowd. Because when you go, you're...
Who's ready for halftime?
Okay, I'm gonna draw something out new. I received it. It goes deep all the way to the corner. Wait a minute. Wait, the quarterback.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Great! Startup New York. It's working for New York State. Already, 41 companies are investing almost $80 million in creating over 1,750 jobs. From Long Island to all across upstate New York, more businesses are coming to New York.
Fact and tip today on Thanksgiving in a moment, but first, we would like you to consider premium membership to BillO'Reilly.com. It's fun, makes a great gift, and if you sign up or re-up your membership, you get Killing Patton or any one of my books free of charge. Great gift. And if you want signed books for the holidays, please get those orders in right now because we're going to be flooded. We're already flooded. Signed books are a cut above other gifts and moderately priced to boot. Please know that all the money I get from BillO'Reilly.com goes to charity, which is why I do these touts. Now the mail. Perry Bird, Alpharetta, Georgia. Bill, do we need to re-examine the Founding Fathers' intent for asserting anyone born in America automatically becomes a citizen? Founders had nothing to do with it, Perry. There were no borders back then. Folks come here at will. The so-called Anchor Babies Law passed in 1868 as part of the 14th Amendment. James Troncal, Orange County legal status. First, that will encourage more people to come here. Second, it's unfair to those who have legally applied and are waiting to enter the country. That is very valid point. Kimberly Norman, Arlington, Texas. O'Reilly, you asked Governor-elect Abbott about the morality of allowing foreign parents of American children to stay. I believe their children should not be citizens, but they are Canada. So we have to deal with that reality. The law can be changed. Liddell Brown, Thun, Switzerland. Mr. O'Reilly, I really appreciate your asking Mr. Abbott the tough question and pointing out that he didn't answer. Stanley Hamilton, Bozeman, Montana. Bill, how come it took so long to find out all these revelations about Jonathan Gruber? Because his statements were made mostly before private groups, men where in the world? O'ReillyFoxNews.com, O'ReillyFoxNews.com. Anytime if you issue a fine word of the day, do not be a lemming. I'm writing to the facts. So, again, thanks for watching us tonight. I'm Bill O'Reilly reporting from Boston. Miss Megan is next. And please always remember, spin stops here in Massachusetts. So definitely looking out for you.
Good evening and welcome to a Kelly Files special hour on the new crisis of confidence in our government. I'm Megyn Kelly. Over the last few weeks, we have watched two stories develop that illustrate the growing divide between the American people, our elected officials, and an administration that increasingly acts as though all that matters is its own desires. One story deals with immigration and an executive action the president for years said he did not have the authority to take. The other deals with Obamacare, which was forced on the American people by an extremely controversial rule change in the U.S. Senate, and which now we know was
to the status quo versus what we have been.
The Congressional Budget Office
and Professor Gruber are both credible and unbiased sources. We're not bought and sold by the insurance industry. We've already drawn some of the brightest minds from academia and policy circles. Many of them I've stolen ideas from liberally. People ranging from Robert Gordon to Austin Goolsbee, John Gruber.
But recently, a sharp-eyed citizen, an average Joe with no obvious political agenda, turned up some revealing video of the much-lauded Mr. Gruber talking to academic peers back in 2011 and 2012 and 2013 and probably beyond, bragging that the healthcare overhaul was knowingly written and passed by using deceit and by counting on, and we quote, stupid American voters. Watch.
And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass.
The American voter is too stupid to understand it.
It's a very clever, basic exploitation of the lack of
Ideas from him have developed a dramatic case of amnesia.
I don't know who he is. He didn't help write our bill. And so, with all due respect to your question, you have a person who wasn't writing our bill commenting on what was going on when we were writing the bill.
It wasn't his responsibility to figure out how to get this bill through. We have people who are responsible for making those kinds of legislative decisions at the White House.
I just heard about this. The fact that some advisor who never worked on our staff expressed an opinion that I completely disagree with in terms of the voters is no reflection on the actual process that was run.
Is Washington aware that we have video? Do they watch television? Now we have a more dramatic rewriting of history, this time on immigration, and this one happened just this week. Here is just a sample of the more than 24 times Mr. Obama claimed he did not have the power to ignore our immigration laws.